And welcome back to Fan the Train, episode 177, if I'm right, or real quick, let me double check. Yeah, episode 177. I'm real nervous if I had messed up there, but if y'all could guess, we're waiting for Dimitri live stream to begin too, which he should be getting ready to begin in just a minute. He is on and ready. But, oh boy. Just been one crazy week. And that, I'm not gonna lie about that. It's been one of those crazy week when you did think about it. Oh boy. If I could say crazy with crazy, crazy with crazy. That's for sure. Ring finger looking a little better. I had to keep my ring off most of the day because I have like an infection or something on my ring finger. Look more like eczema. But our friend Dimitri is getting ready on his end. You gotta wait for him to join, but it's one of those days.
I sent you money with. Really, David?
Waiting for him to join. But California on fire. Amtrak is not actual wildfire, but the liberals are setting the city on fire over immigration. You know?
Yep.
Ugh. But also, I'm gonna bring it up that reason why California is waited right now, because people are getting mad because they are literally deporting illegals, which they were literally getting butthurt because the government actually do their job getting rid of people who should not be in the country, who are here illegally. And you're probably going to get pissed at me saying, Dave, your wife is from the Philippines. Well, yeah, my wife is from the Philippines, but here, Zane, she did it the right way. She not illegal. She came here on a tourist visa, then got it transferred over to a work visa, and now she got a green card. And for the people who are literally calling me a hypocrite, I'm sorry, but I'm not a hypocrite. Quit. Oh,
They won't follow you.
tell her I'm live on YouTube.
David's doing live streaming.
But it did crazy when you did think about it. Like, literally. Like, for most people who don't know this, and I'm gonna bring it up. 1 minute, I gotta text my mom. But thing is that one minute, everyone. And that thing, it's crazy. I had to text her and I did her thing going off. Hopefully she get it. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, when I say this, what happened in California, it's completely dumb. Like, literally, they're getting butt hurt over it. And no joke.
Hey.
Did you got the text I just sent you?
No.
I just texted you saying I was live. Check your phone.
You made the tea, right?
Yeah.
What is my pet peeve about the tea bags?
Throw it away after.
Throw it away.
And put my coffee pot the way it was.
Alright.
Because it was ready for coffee. And you didn't even put water back in it. You know that's my pet peeve.
Alright.
Come on now.
Alright. Look, I forget.
Like German doll.
But let me get back before my mom interrupted.
Look at this baby
Interrupted
doll.
it that the liberals in California are right now walking Krampus. Or
Oh my gosh.
per se. And are doing dumb stuff, literally setting the whole city on fire because they can't accept that some people actually need to go back.
Excuse me. I was talking about the grill.
And JD Daily, another YouTuber, have been talking about this. And I agree with him. I really do agree with him.
Can you tell which app is a trap? Google Play can.
My favorite.
There we go, stupid ad. I'm gonna bring it up. We'll gripe with being a YouTuber and stuff. It's the fucking ads. Yeah, Dimitri happened a little bit of.
Oh, Dimitri is what?
Had a 2-minute delay. Alright. Come on. Yep. Gotta message him about that. Can't hear him. But California right now, technically burning to the ground. And I mean literally to the ground.
Alrighty. We always have to do this stupid thing with oh man. Okay.
There he go.
Let's see if this thing will work now.
We should change their way.
Alrighty. You guys can hear? Yeah, I know. It's every single time. Alright. Okay, here we go.
It's way beautiful.
Alrighty. I think we're here. Well,
Ooh.
hi everybody.
Demetrius
Dr. Nick.
right there.
Okay. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome aboard to this... Oh man, the last week I take a break from politics and then everything just goes absolutely just silly. I mean, when you really look at it, it is a silly country in so much of a sense. We're not a serious country.
Not
It
anymore.
just over the dumbest of just can't even get control over. And LA's burning for the second time this year. Oh man.
The Wyatt.
Everybody's doing all right. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Mr.
This is.
He have not invited me in the call yet,
on
Val.
board. Good evening, everybody. Hello, A2R Gaming,
That's it,
and
yet.
Bucer,
Okay.
Gregor Zukov, Heartless Fiend, and in Discord. Yeah, that's a record for LA. I don't know. Funny enough, I go to look up LA riots, and then Google's like LA riots 1992, LA riots 2015, LA riots 2020, LA riots 1960. What was it? 65. There was a cop book based on it too. Put in a movie afterwards. Pretty good movie. I just forget what it is on the top of my head, but yeah. Oh man. Let me see. Japan birth rates have decreased to 700,000. It's had to be 0.6 birth rate. Japan's future so bleak right now. Look, at least Japan has a country that isn't on fire. They at least have a ethnoculture. The United States can't get a grip over one of its most major cities. So
Dimitri, right about
that's
that.
something that's at least fixable in Japan. This we probably have at least 50 million people that probably shouldn't be in this country, and I've been saying that for several streams already. Look, when it comes to our infrastructure, let's talk about this just real quick. When it comes to our infrastructure and building here in this country, we need to seriously rethink about what are we building this country for. What was this country originally built for, and what was the whole moral character of this country, of where what this country is supposed to be. Because the moral character right now, the character of this country as a whole, is not in a good place right now.
You right.
And this is just
Wait.
in the last weekend or so. Again, given everything that's going on with Los Angeles, the silly spat between, and I told you so that Elon Musk was going to be gone by the summer. I did say this. I
You're
did say
right.
Doge is going to be underwhelming. They're not going to be able to do anything substantial to fix the government because it's so absolutely bonkers how entrenched
You're
the
right.
debt is within the United States. So, I mean, so Orange Man and Rocket Man are fighting against each other. It's just silly, and it's just silly. It really is. It's very silly. But I mean, when you come to think about it, to go ahead and fix the entire infrastructure of this country, and I drove with my wife, my newlywed wife, and mother-in-law to go ahead and see her grandfather for his 90th birthday. Okay. And here is a man that has such a generous character, wonderful time, wonderful family, and everything. And everything that he's done to help his family and everything that is done. And you look at what the character of just look at our cities, like Milwaukee. Okay, Milwaukee had a lot of, let's put it this way, a lot of settlers, because there's a big difference between a settler and an immigrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A settler comes and gives up everything from whatever it was. No connections back to the country. Now, you can have, festivals, and they have, Polish Fest or German Fest or Italian Fest or whatever, and all these little blocks. But then you have what it used to be in these beautiful places, beautiful churches, all built by volunteers, and these people were penniless. And now you see what's going on in our countries, coming from people that just, it's
What, the little ding on your
insane.
mirror?
It very much is insane what's going on in this country. And look, I see Gregor Zhukov's talking about what's going on in Japan. Look, that's a cycle, and what's going to happen is probably give it 20 years or so. Japan's population goes down to 80 million from 120 million. Okay, what was Japan's population 100 years ago? Okay. Things cycle, things go up. The green line does not have to go up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The reason
Right.
why this sort of stuff is happening right now in American cities, why American cities are just such blight.
Let me change.
American cities are not in a good place right now, and everything is,
You're right.
if it's not literally on fire, it's already fallen apart. You drive through the roads. Driving through the roads in the Midwest is just absolutely just depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what should be a beautiful place and what should be an easy ride, forget that I shouldn't be having to need the drive. I should be able to take a train. But we don't have that because we're stuck dealing with the regular problems within our country.
You're right.
And because they refuse to get solved, because this is going to keep happening every so often. And look, America has always had riots. Okay, LA has always been, I mean, even back to World War II, if anybody remembers the Zoot Suit riots, look that up.
Ooh, yeah,
Okay,
that,
of course,
the
Rodney
Jutsu
King
riot.
riots in '92, and there was riots in the '60s and the '70s. Okay, but you compare what these riots used to be before, and they were quickly controlled or quickly just a footnote in history versus, sending in the National Guard to what's going on in downtown LA, and it sucks because I've been to LA, and for all the crap that we give California. Speaking of California, here we go. Let's talk about this here,
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Okay, this is a bad version of it because I can barely hear him. Here we are.
For people who don't know, the Jutsu riot happened during World War II. It was caused by how, let's be honest, how the government was treating Chinese Americans. That's what it was about.
Probably the Panthers. We need
Okay, wait, I'm just gonna talk about the train. Okay, here, maybe this one talks it. Okay, here. Let's see.
But what Dimitri is showing on his end,
You guys can hear this. Hold on. There we go. All right.
because one, some of the crazy stuff that's been happening is crazy. like literally, like the liberals are literally getting what they want in California, and it right now burning down to the ground.
The Little Railroad is. So American Civil War 2, just like American Civil War 1, the railroads are instrumental somehow.
Brooke, what are you
No sound on either
doing?
end. Okay. Let's see if we can fix it. No sound, no sound. All right.
But
It should now be
let me
fixed.
get back to what I'm saying. That
Yeah, I know, guys. It's very
California is what happened when you allow the liberals to control everything.
Here we are.
And let me be honest, act like that here in South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, anywhere down here in the South, they would have got shot up, slammed to the ground, and put in handcuffs and dragged to the paddy
When I
wagon.
think about Trump, I mean,
No
he
joke.
is just
They
funny
would.
to listen to.
For most people don't know about that, but
It really is.
protester and rioter, they don't take kindly here in Charleston. And a lot of time we had protests and riot, they only lasted about a few hours. Like literally in California, in LA, it already been almost a week.
Oh, y'all talking about the California thing?
Oh, but
The thumbnail. That's it. That should be our attitude. It's like, all right, well, we're gonna have to just figure it out ourselves because it's not going to get fixed under.
Right? Well,
I forget who it's Trump. And I've said this before. Trump is not gonna fix it.
true.
He's not. I voted for him because it was funny. That's literally why I did it. So people who are saying why would you do it? Because it's funny.
You know?
That's why. Because at least in terms of the decline, maybe the economy gets a little bit, and I have maybe a year or two, or everybody else has a year or two to kind of prepare themselves before the real stuff starts happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not going to be able to fix our country until it figures itself out and goes down somewhere. And look at this. Here we go. This is little Tokyo. I've been here before. Walked by here and everything. There you are.
Dimitri is right. Funny thing is, for people who don't know about this, I did not even voted this year at all. Even though I do have my voter reservation and all that, I did not vote because, one, I did not want to vote for neither party. Look, to me, both parties are freaking jokes.
Gorgeous countryside, gorgeous scenery, mountains, the ocean, everything else.
I gotta get my wisdom teeth on both sides removed.
There's a bacterial infection that you may get according to the state of California on the side.
Ugh.
So I think I'll stick to Florida waters at this point. Thank you. But
My tongue is literally getting spiked by both wisdom teeth on both sides.
they're not serious about it. They're not serious.
Might need to get my tongue sides clipped to make it a little
What does it mean to be
slimmer.
What does
So,
it mean to be American?
yeah, that's another thing.
If we can't even uphold law and order for our own country, while millions of young men are struggling to find work and find jobs and be able to have a family,
Thank you, David, for being good.
yeah, and then you wonder why so many men are upset and just giving up on the system. Now, don't give up on yourself. Just do the best that you can.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's
Dimitri
easy
is
to sound like
right.
this, but even this guy's going out and doing something about it. He's at least going out and doing more than what CNN, Fox, and all these other places are. It really is sick and sad, but yeah, guys, this is where we're at. This is where we're at right now. Here are burning Waymos. It's insane. Arrest immediately.
Mm-hmm.
At least they're doing the jobs that Americans refuse to do. In this one instance, they're burning the Waymos. Which, speaking of, let me see if there was. Hold on.
Oh my god.
There was that one video I was trying to find on the Waymos over here.
I like.
Oh man, I just had it. In a second, guys. Here, you can keep watching more of this, and then we'll get to everybody here on the audience because it's the same sort of stuff. For what are we building the infrastructure for? To what point do we need to really rethink? This country has crumbled. This is not a country that is crumbling. This has crumbled.
You're right.
Here's a funny thing. So after all the Waymos have burned, hold on. Let me see. Let's get another video of the burning Waymos.
You're right.
It just goes to show you that this was the solving for traffic. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Done. That's it. There you go. Your self-driving electric car. There you go. That's gonna solve it. That's what it's gonna happen. Look, what's the whole point of building anything if you have people living in this country that are just going to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a Waymo, whether it's high-speed rail, whether it's whatever.
You're right.
Now, agreeably, the Waymos are stupid, they're silly, they're an objectively inferior form of transportation. Objectively inferior form of transportation. It
Dimitri,
doesn't solve
you're
anything,
right.
it just creates more traffic. Okay? If most of the Waymos that I saw in LA are empty. And if they have maybe one person, it's objectively silly, doesn't solve anything.
You're right.
Okay, but here you go. There you go. More of them. More of them burning. If that's the case, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's just gonna keep happening. Not just the Waymos, but all the other infrastructure in this country. This is kind of the reason why we have all these suburbs and everything. Here we go. This is hilarious. Waymo's moving their cars out of LA. There you go. Watch. And Alpha Flyer says the AI discovers white flight. There you go. They're
Sorry
gone.
if it's boring for
Bye-bye.
everybody.
There it goes.
What did the voice line?
But yeah, but what happened in California is proof on why you should not let liberals hijack everything.
Here, I'll put up the tracks. There we are. With the guy that looks like Dio, the singer over here on the on the right. There you go. But yeah, this is Union Station. At least a beautiful place. Yeah. Okay. Why did Waymo only purchase EVs? I don't know. That was, I guess, Jaguar's only saving grace. Hey, they're finally will be able to get the insurance payouts on them. All right. Let's go ahead, go to the audience. Let's just bring everybody out over here.
Yep, it is
If you guys have
time.
any other articles, whether it's related to this or not, but I really do think we need to have a discussion on what this country needs to do in order to really
Hey, bud, you doing good?
increase what we're building infrastructure for.
Hey,
Alrighty.
hey, bud, you doing good?
I'm here. What's up?
Well, California is the main reason why we don't let liberals hijack shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
I got one thing I wanted to say that's also going on in California that is kind of sad.
What's the voice band?
Wait, what's that? So Caltrans has just gotten rid of the last of their F-40s.
Oh, yeah.
Last thing.
Don't-
I knew they've been out of service, but officially today they've all been shipped off.
Yep, down to Chile.
Did they replace them all though?
At a railroad?
They,
They're going. I think they're going to.
Chi-
Remember correctly, Peru.
no, Chile. They're going to Chile.
So
Oh, Chile. Thank you, Chile. Going to Chile.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
gonna say it's Chile. It although it does get chilly in Chile.
Oh, speaking that, I got...
have one thing.
On there.
Yeah, I just have one thing. Everyone, pull out your 2025 bingo cards, and I want you to check to see if you've got Burning LA down for June. I need you to check. Someone's got to declare bingo by now.
Bingo!
I mean, at this point, the whole decade needs a bingo card. We're just halfway, guys. We're halfway through the 2020s.
Hey,
Believe it or not.
But don't worry.
Get a bingo card that says burning. That says DC got burned down. Make sure it says DC burned down. Do you
But you have to have it for the individual month. But don't worry. The locals are not actually getting on and robbing the trains anymore.
Nope.
So that's a bonus.
Yeah, there's no trains.
Oh, speaking that,
I wonder how Metrolink's doing right now without any riders.
Oh, speaking that, Alan, everywhere, you want to bring up an article that I was thinking about talking about? Alan, anywhere? You there, bud?
Alright, Popular Amtrak line, is this the one we're talking about?
Yep.
The Heartland,
Yes.
the Heartland Flyers.
Yeah, this how you got it. Okay, I think we talked about this the last stream. Yeah, the Heartland Flyer, because Texas, look, as bad as California is on the flip side, then there's Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Which is wacky in its own right. Texas and California make up two sides of the same wacky coin.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's either of those states, I don't really want to be in any of them right now.
One or the other. You can get a wacky Texas or a wacky California. Pick one.
I'll stay in Florida.
Florida.
I enjoy right now the calm and quiet here in Indiana. That's fine. At some point, I have to rejoin my family in Florida. But yeah, I'm really thinking that Florida is probably the better choice of the three top states right now.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
California, Texas, and Florida. At this point, wow.
Maybe New York.
Also in
Oh, we don't talk about New York.
Florida.
Yeah, we don't talk about New York here.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
Hey, speaking of that, if you're in Florida and you try to create a riot, you would get shot up because there they could shoot you up for trying to loot and riot in Florida.
This is so new.
Am I right?
Well, you're not going to riot in Texas because everybody's armed.
Oh, that's true too.
Not just that. You riot in Texas, someone's gonna look at you and be a hero and stop you.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, you're just going to be found tied up in a tree with a few lassos.
Oh, speed that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing right now. These protests are apparently, well, then again, it's Austin, but now they're going to start doing these protests in Austin now. So,
Oh,
let's see. Look,
We built Austin to keep all the weirdos away.
yeah, that's the containment center there in Austin. Look, in all seriousness, this country can't get serious if it can't even do its protests correctly. Look, unless these guys are out on the street right now clearing things, we're not fixing anything.
oh yeah, that for sure.
This has gotta happen in order for anything to go. Where's my soundboard?
Bringing up the doom.
Well, the problem is if they keep it up, they're going to get the return of the rooftop Koreans.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of the rooftop Koreans, the son of the president is rooftop Korean posting. Donald Trump Jr. Make rooftop Koreans great again.
Dude, Dimitri, my white people, the Philippines, they are sick and tired of the protest too, so you might get rooftop Filipinos too. You might actually get rooftop Filipinos.
I was gonna say, wasn't there like a Filipino storefront that got completely destroyed or something like that, or maybe?
You know what? It's better they're on the rooftops than on the street.
Oh yeah, that way the rioter can't kill them.
When I was in LA, I did make the effort to go ahead and drive through Koreatown, and it's. Yeah, I can only imagine that during that, I mean, there's a lot of good rooftops there. I could only imagine what the absolute chaos was during the 92 riots. This is silly. Why do we have so many of these riots here in this country? This is just nuts. Speaking of the Philippines, you know, that's the thing. You're gonna need somebody like a Duterte or Bukele in El Salvador to really do anything substantial.
Oh yeah,
in
that
this
for
country in terms
sure.
Forget the infrastructure. If we can't even have a handle on crime in this country, what's the point when you're going to build something when it's just going to end up, just end up being burnt to death?
Oh,
What is the point?
Oh.
Well, the problem is you have people tearing up the streets in order to throw rocks at people, but it's like, you keep that up and you'll be breaking rocks in prison.
oh yeah, that for sure.
No, they won't even have access to rocks in prison. They're gonna find themselves in solitary.
Oh yeah.
Smart.
Speaking of that,
And I mean, I can't believe they think they can get away with it.
oh yeah.
Even if
Well, the governor's giving them a free pass. The city mayor is giving them a free pass, and Trump is like, I'm going to authorize, due to the laws, the National Guard to say no.
To be honest,
Tom Homan is going to arrest.
I can't wait for for the court date for Gavin Newsom to get his ass whooped.
Unfortunately, look, it would be funny. I agree with you, but it's not happening. That's the problem. We don't have any more consequences in this country when things can keep happening. They arrested, out of the many thousands of people that were out there, they arrested a grand total of last night 40.
I'm not in the
40 people. But
Because
That dumb.
because people saw the arrest and went away.
Oh, by the way, anybody who follows City Edits on Instagram, do not support him anymore. Repeat, do not support him anymore because he is supporting the riots in California.
here, do you have a link or anything of that, David?
Oh, I got screenshots. Give me a minute.
Let's just watch it. No, speaking of David, did you hear the esteemed Walton family is apparently supporting the riots?
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. A lot of people.
Okay, so I don't know to how much of a degree this is. So here you go. Since we railed about Walmart last stream and how absolutely destructive they've been to the American city planning system and how much blight and destruction and suburbanization
I got a new business that is also doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
he lucky.
Hold on.
Look like City Edits removed the short supporting the LA riots. Look like he
So,
backed down.
Real quick, I'm not going to play this whole video, but this woman goes into talking about these face shields that are being sold at Walmart, and apparently a whole lot of these protesters all have the same sort of face shields and face masks. I don't know to what degree. I do have several gas masks. Some of these, when she says $40, okay, that's not exactly an expensive gas mask either, but I can understand
Yeah, I'm talking about City
how all of a
Edits
sudden
right
they get
here.
a whole bunch of gas masks of the same brand at the same time. Okay.
This is what Walmart's doing. Oh, you're gonna go protest? Here's a mask.
Or if they have an Amazon Prime, they can
Here's
get
one
free
for
shipping.
you.
Yeah,
One for
here,
you.
it gets worse.
One for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, we attacked.
It gets worse because Christy Walton, who is part of the Walton family dynasty, that's basically the family that has been very instrumental in destroying a lot of America. Let's be very clear.
True.
About that. They've destroyed a lot of America. Again, this woman here who posted this is going on that this has something to do with the tariffs, but apparently Christy Walton is also supporting this protest that is happening on June 14th called No Kings. So, and there's her name right over there, paid for by Christy Walton. Now, to what substance this has, who exactly knows? I'm pretty sure there's enough evidence there to corroborate that this is, again, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 100% real. Maybe it's not even that much money that she went ahead to put in front, but the point of the matter is this is not surprising from a company like Walmart, regardless of whether it's real or not. It's very, very believable.
Yeah, it
And
is.
that's really the thing, is that we're fighting an uphill battle against the powers that be here.
Yeah, the corporation, they don't, I hate to break it, but the corporation, they don't care about people. They don't care about the American people. They don't care about anybody.
What they want is the free labor. And if
Yeah,
people
which is why we're having this sort of problem right now. This is the reason why there's so many people over here that shouldn't really be here, because they're using them for basically slave labor.
Exactly.
And construction companies that hired them are mad. They're going to lose them. It's like,
Oh yeah.
years.
Heck, this Friday, Dimitri, this Friday, and I'm gonna be honest, this Friday, they fired over 40 illegal immigrants from my Walmart, and they got deported.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so like I said the last stream, okay, the houses haven't gotten cheaper. Okay? You want to make the houses cheaper? Well, lower demand. How do you lower demand? Well, there's 50 million people that probably shouldn't be here. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
If they disappeared overnight, I'm pretty sure jobs would open up. Companies would be forced to pay higher wages, and the housing would be a lot less expensive.
Oh yeah.
Well, a few years ago, there was a raid at a Tyson's chicken factory in, I believe, Alabama, and
What the fuck?
not too long after, they were forced to hire locals, and News Crews went there and it's like, why are you working it here? And they're like, it pays more than at the fast food restaurants. It's like,
I don't care for Tyson's anymore because Tyson's made the idiotical, dumbass moves to get rid of half their plants across the Midwest.
Oh yeah, that scene. My scene is, and I'm gonna change it. I actually talked about it before. We need to make a bill or a law saying if you shut down any factory here in the U.S. to open a factory over in overseas in a foreign country, just because you want to save some money, you're going to get charged with treason. That would
Yeah, if you guys really want to go down a rabbit hole with that,
David, is that would kind of violate the Constitution a little bit?
I mean, there's already so many violations of the Constitution at this point. That's the crazy part, is that, again, there's no consequences.
Look at the ATF. Look at the FBI.
That's been causing us to be shut out of our jobs is that, ironically, it's hurting Black Americans even more.
It is. That's true.
Everybody, it's not just Black Americans. I hate to say it, but it's a lot of people. I'm going to give John Deere an example. John Deere has found a little loophole. See, if they move their factories to Mexico, they don't have to worry about immigration. They don't have to worry about ICE because they're going to be living in their country of origin.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind
They
of
might have to worry about the
move.
cartels, but that's another problem.
Yeah, or they pay them basically $5 a day over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they moved their Waterloo plant, their original location plant, is being moved to Mexico.
That's crony.
Yeah. So wait, so here's what happened. So a Chevrolet Silverado that you pay $72,000 for, that was being built in America, then gets made more cheaply over in Mexico with the lower labor costs, and then comes over the United States for you to pay $72,000 again for a Chevrolet Silverado. Tell me how that cost is being saved by as they keep saying, well, if we go ahead and do this in a globalized economy, if we go ahead and make it over in Vietnam or whatever, the cost will be lower. No,
It's not.
It hasn't been.
It not. It did not.
They lied.
It not. They.
Well, it is a lower cost, but it's a lower cost to the manufacturer.
Exactly. It's
Exact-
all cost to them.
Like, let me say
There
this.
you go.
Let me just say that they want to make. They want to pay their employees less, and they want to get more money out of the consumer. Which is, in my book, that's evil. That is.
More money in their pockets and less money in the workers.
But here, James, because Dimitri, what was it called? What did he call it when taking factories and jobs from the U.S., giving them to people in foreign country? What did he call it again?
Outsourcing.
I know, but what was it like? It was when you don't want to help the American people and you want to destroy it, like epic.
Oh, there's plenty of words for it. I mean, one off the top of my head is parasitism.
That or like epic not economic and espionage. Am I right?
I mean, the whole thing, like, it all comes down. It's treasonous. Okay, if I were to go to Mexico right now, and I really hate. Well, what if the other side is? I really hate that sort of thing. But look, if somebody went to Mexico right now, and these were all in Mexico City, a whole bunch of American flags, and people driving on, Jeeps or whatever. This Ineos, I didn't even know they're actually selling these Ineos Grenadiers or whatever. I thought this was just all vaporware truck. It probably still is a vaporware truck, but regardless, if you were to do that in Mexico City, the Mexican army would just shoot you.
No,
Let's be honest.
They would get the cartels to shoot you.
They'll do this. They'll do this to you. But we just we have to allow it here. No, it's this. That's look until this country figures out what it's going to be and what it is, we're not going to be able to figure out the infrastructure.
True.
California is a failed state.
It is.
To the point that even France, a failed state in its own regard, has, when it was trying to go ahead, and we've repeated this so many times, when it went to go ahead and build or attempt to build a high-speed rail, or at least go ahead and go into the bidding process to build a high-speed rail over there, It literally says that California is not a failed state. Oh man, now I forgot the word. Dysfunctional. They literally called California dysfunctional. They went to Morocco.
He
and
right.
built a high-speed rail system, full-on high-speed rail system there in Morocco. And half the time, right now, the California is still building nothing in the desert.
And here it's saying Morocco is an African country. With the kicker.
And it got done faster. Yeah, because they actually put time and dedication.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
that for sure. And
Well, they actually cared.
and they care
That's the
too.
other thing.
They answered that
Morocco
question,
cares for
bro.
its own citizens. Here we go. Al Barak. That's what it's called. Or Al Barouk, or whatever. It doesn't say what the translation is. I'm pretty sure that's something in Arabic. But there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They started building this. Yeah. They built this in 6 years.
But Dimitri, I also want to bring up an article about the MTA. It bringing rubber wheel trolleys back to downtown.
Really?
Woo!
Did-
Okay, there we go.
Back to classic. Let's go.
Yeah.
You want to read the
There you go.
article?
Okay, so yeah, okay, here it is. Name. King Mohammed VI of Morocco named the service Al Barouk after the creature in Islamic tradition believed to have transported some prophets, including the Islamic prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Jerusalem during the night journey. Okay, that's what it is. Alrighty. But there you go. Look at that. They built that. So Morocco has high-speed rail. Morocco is, I guess, less dysfunctional than the United States.
Oh,
because
yeah,
this
that's
isn't gonna
for
get
sure.
burnt down.
In Morocco is a little bit smaller than America, but the fact that they were able to, that they had the room to even build one is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't even matter. I mean, look at China.
Not
Which
at
is,
all. It doesn't matter what size you are.
Yeah.
You can build it.
And here it's saying Morocco is an African country. Literally.
Well, the other thing is that Africa has been off the radar. Like, they've been growing and their economy is doing very good.
Oh, yeah.
But they've stayed off the radar compared to America and other countries.
Do not forget about the white genocide that's been happening in Africa. Don't forget to bring that up.
South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
That's really going on in South Africa, and they're just trying to play the denial game because they don't want to admit that they're killing people and being racist.
Yeah, and
no, this has been happening for years in South Africa. Now that it's there was maybe only a few outlets talking about it back in like 2017. I remember watching. There was actually a thing on OAN about it, but I remember hearing about this for years and years. But now that it's finally being talked about out in the open, I mean, it's like it's taken this long. That's again.
even
country,
Trump brought up about it.
Again, what's going on in South Africa is absolutely horrific. But I mean, it's who knows what can happen here in this country?
Oh yeah,
it's very frightening to think.
yeah. And then they want to call the U.S. a racist country, but look at China, look at South Africa. Them two countries are even more racist than the U.S. Like, let me be honest, the U.S. is child play.
Outside the U.S. is more
I mean,
racist.
you go to any country. Heck, even when I went to Japan, they still have places where they don't allow foreigners, which is that's their country, that's their rules. Okay.
Their rules, but they do that. They don't allow foreigners because foreigners bring in a different culture and it will go against their culture.
Yeah, so they have establishments where they don't want tourists in or foreigners in. Fine, I don't want to go there either. If you don't want me to, fine. Let's call it deuces and I won't bother you. There you go.
That's right. It's just a mix. It's weird. America is just a mix.
Oh yeah, that for sure.
I mean, it's just crazy because, again, you go to like places like Milwaukee or like places in the Midwest or Cincinnati or New York, and you had different quarters of places. Yeah, you've always had strife and ethnic strife here in the United States, but at least the people who at least care, look, there's always been like that in the United States, but we're at a point that those, at least all those cultures, all those European cultures, whether it's from Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Southern Europe, Northern Europe, whatever it is, they all came together and at least, made a functional nation.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now you don't have that anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of that,
Demetrius, can you do one thing? Can you go back to the Morocco high-speed rail and scroll down to the infrastructure section?
Yeah, sure.
I want to point one thing out.
All right, infrastructure. Here we go.
If you look really, really closely, it says how long the line is, which is about 180 kilometers, which is about 116 miles.
Ooh.
You want to realize something? Just rub your beard a little fast. How long is the current California high-speed concrete? About 116 miles, and they're still working on it.
Wait, they've actually built 116 miles of concrete?
Yep.
Well, they haven't laid any rail down, remember?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
No, they haven't ran. No, not a single line of rail. Well, one line of rail. One little bitsy bit of ceremonial site of rail.
I don't even see rail there on that site anymore.
Oh, speaking of that,
Has 1 foot since they built it and then took it away.
speaking of that, Norfolk Southern and CXX are back at their dick measuring contest to see who have the most heritage units again.
Oh boy.
I love it when two railroads start fighting each other over heritage units.
Like,
Let's see. Where does he have that article there? Or?
I shared it in the live chat. And Norfolk Southern came out with a new heritage unit, the Darrell and Hutchin heritage unit.
Yeah, I feel like CP wouldn't be too pleased because technically they didn't buy the Delaware and Hudson. CP did.
But Norfolk Southern actually have the name rights, actually.
Oh, they got the name rights for it?
Yep.
I thought they only bought like a few portions.
Hey David, I'm trying to look for it in the chat. Can you repost it?
I
or-
did it.
There
There we go. Norfolk Southern. There we go. All right, appreciate it.
I mean, I will say that is amazing.
Speaking of high culture, I'm enjoying some Wisconsin high culture over here. We got some spotted cow, which I brought down like Smokey and the Bandit style, a whole bunch of cases. Because you can only get it in Wisconsin. They make it in Wisconsin for people in Wisconsin, which is that's a cool thing to see. And went to Cafe Hollander and bought myself another Belgian beer glass. So there we go. Enjoy some American Midwestern high culture there.
You gotta come here. You gotta try some of that AE Dairy chip dip.
Sorry, bitch.
Oh yeah, at some point. I gotta visit every single state at some point here.
Speaking of that, I
Norfolk
did.
Southern, you gotta collect them. Yeah, there we go. Norfolk Southern shows off new Delaware and Hudson heritage locomotives. There we go. Some good news, guys. Norfolk Southern today unveiled its latest heritage locomotive, an SD70 AC, honoring the Delaware and Hudson Railway. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in Ohio or something. Locomotive number 1080, built for Norfolk Southern in 2013. And look, let's not forget that they're still trying to pass the buck on the absolute destruction that they caused in East Palestine. Let's not forget about that.
Let not forget that, but
Well, they want to lose all that money. Half that money has to go to the investors.
I'm already predicting. I'm already
Don't forget the
predicting.
last one that they did. What was that? TAS? Tennessee something?
Tennessee, Alabama, and Northern, if I'm right. I'm not really sure, but we call it the tag.
Oh, that Bravo.
Oh yeah, the tagline. That one, I swear, that unit, that dropped so fast. It was like, yeah, I don't even know about it anymore.
But let me bring it up. I guarantee, guys, I guarantee this. Give it about another 2 months or so, and you're going to be seeing a heritage unit from CXX.
Oh, Spine
I wouldn't be shocked if it's another half-painted unit. Oh wait, sorry, it is going to be a half-painted unit.
Oh yeah, probably going to be a half-painted unit, but I guarantee CXX is probably going to double down with more than like about 5 to 6. Meaning the dick measuring contest have started again.
I've done them all.
The Atlanta and West Point.
They're,
Did they add that yet?
hey, don't forget that CXX and Norfolk. Guy, can I say? Don't forget that CXX and Norfolk Southern do share the right to a couple of names because of Conrail, you know.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, they've already done those.
yeah, like if you remember, CXX and Norfolk Southern do own technically shared the name rights to some of the railroads because of Conrail. When you think about
So
it.
wait, they could do a Pennsylvania Railroad unit?
Yep, because that was one of
Yep.
the James.
Basically, Norfolk Southern Territory.
Oh yeah.
Sure, Norfolk Southern would be like, hey, you can't do that.
Hey, that's our territory.
Yeah. Hey, that's our territory. You stay south, we'll stay north.
Technically, they're far more north than Norfolk Southern. Let not forget that they are up in Maine. Let not forget.
Who would have known that the American Civil War would be now between Norfolk Southern and CSX?
Territory.
Just remember, if they get into a war, we're gonna break them up, and then we're gonna sell them for parts, and then start doing it again.
Oh,
They go to war, we'll combine them into Conrail 2.0, and then split them north and south.
oh God.
Or we can give them World War I ideas and have them go armored trains.
No, I got a better idea. We'll just have to do each other.
You talk about a railgun on the train?
No,
Or
just
we just do.
Oh,
classic armored trains.
by the way,
I think they just nuke each other until they figure it out.
speaking of that,
Destroy one
War never changes.
War never changes.
Nuclear bomb going off in the background.
speaking of that, I got.
It's just crazy where this country is going right now. I mean, look, we're here. It's what it is. Yeah, we wish things could be better, but look, we got what we got right now.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can say
that for
we wish we
sure.
were born another time, but it's what it is. All right. Let me see. David, you posted this here.
Yeah, in a bus trolley.
Rubber wheel trolleys. I mean, it seems like a neat way to say a bus, but anyway.
If I hear rubber, you talk about rubber tires. I don't know if those are gonna last a long time.
Oh, they're not. In a crappy bus. In a crappy bus.
Deeply made me upset and everybody else upset. And that's pushing us out of our.
Alright, hold on. Okay, let's stick to the trolleys. Let me see what the trolleys look like here, so everybody can all be on the same.
Buses?
All right, Memphis trolley. Here we go. Let me just get the Wikipedia article here. See if that's a good representation.
What was the nice banter between Thunderbird and Bob, which is beautiful.
Okay, here we are. Memphis trolley. Manta trolley is a heritage streetcar system in Memphis, Tennessee. Began operating in April 29, 1993. Suspended in 2014. Following fires on 2 cars. The reopening took place in 2018. Then they suspended again, and then they suspended again in 2024, and now they're going to reopen again. So, okay.
Wait. I went down. What do you mean they're gonna reopen? So like.
Yeah, Manta bringing rubber wheel trolleys back to downtown.
Come back?
Neighborhood Association says. At least that's what it says. Said that Manta plans on bringing the rubber wheel trolleys back to Main Street. According to Neighborhood Association President Jared Price, the trolley should be back by the end of June. They took a summer hiatus due to budget challenges and Manta and need for costly upgrades. This is a fantastic blessing for downtown residents, tourists, and businesses. We've all missed our beloved trolleys, which serve as the heartfelt of our community. Well, you may want to push it till next June.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Or who is this, or Mrs. Whoever, or Mr. Price. I can't say if this was a Price. So Jared Price. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend it's I'm gonna say Jared Price. I think maybe they need to come back maybe next June because it's getting hot in this country, really hot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Rubber tires, they burn really good. I'll tell you that much.
They might be synthetic rubber.
My tires are made of rubber. I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be flats all over the place.
Speaking of that, we got some sad news from Pennsylvania, from a railroad in Pennsylvania. We got some sad news in Pennsylvania.
Okay, I mean it's been sad news
ready.
everywhere. Okay, let's see what's going on in Pennsylvania. Let's see. I know I saw it here. Okay, here we go. Rail making, here we go. Steel plant to be shut down indefinitely. I can't see the article because it's paywalled. Give me a second here, guys. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. Look, if we can't chat, Yeah, F's in chat. Another factory going down. Whichever it is, it's not good. But this is again what we're talking about over here.
We want to bring factory production back in the United States.
Well, they're trying to, because in Pennsylvania they're trying to bring back the Pennsylvania steel plant. I think it's Bethlehem Steel. They're trying to bring back steel manufacturing there.
Yeah, is that the one that's owned or by U.S. Steel? Correct me if I'm wrong. And now it's being bought or was being bought by a Japanese company.
Yeah. It's a cultural center, I think.
What?
It's a cultural center, I think. It's Bethlehem.
Yeah,
Maybe. I know there's Bethlehem Steel or Bethlehem Steel. I don't know if that's the company, but I know there's a steel plant in Pennsylvania that will be opening up, and steel will be made in America again.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's a step in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
All over Pennsylvania. That's one.
All right, guys. We're gonna have a hard stop at 9:15 p.m. over here. So let's make sure we get whatever we want to talk about and get the main points across for tonight. So just giving you guys F's in chat for the Steelton, Pennsylvania plant. It's literally
but I'm
called
in a later
Steelton.
time zone, so we can go an hour longer.
Oh,
It's just Central Time. The world runs on Eastern Time. Come on.
Regional Rail to acquire Minnesota Commercial Railway.
Yep.
All right, Brightline fan, let's bring him into the ear.
Ah,
Yo.
late to the party, man. Late to
Sorry,
the.
guys, I was just a little dog.
Wow, there's a little dog. Where's the little dog?
There's no dog in chat.
Where's the dog?
What the dog doing?
That bright light?
I haven't been on my. Hold on, let's see what it is. Where's my soundboard here?
The little dog.
Hey, Dimitri, look at the little screenshot photo I found.
There you go. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, everything is fine. Yeah, this is that's a good way to showcase our country right now, David. Yeah, it is.
You're gonna laugh at it, but I found that photo I found that on a car sticker. A car sticker I found in my workplace parking lot.
Really?
But it's everybody's favorite dumpster fire, not the regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anyway, Brightlight man, you're in. What's up, man?
Speaking of dumpster fires, Los Angeles right now is...
Oh yeah. Hey, we can go back to talking about Los Angeles. I don't mind. This is basically the main thing about.
Speak of Los Angeles.
Here's the thing. There's an anti-ICE protest going on over there, and point is pissing me off a lot.
Hey, Dimitri.
What makes you mad as most?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Dimitri. Look.
Let's hear it. They talked about it at the start of the stream, and I think.
Yeah. Let's go back into it. You might as well, right? This is the LA's on fire. This country's
Crazy
serious.
rails.
Everything is fine. Dumpster fire stream. There we go. And vehicle engulfed in flames on Jackson Street. Let's see if there's anything more. What's going on over here? This guy's usually
They're
good. This
throwing fireworks.
BG on the scene.
Hey, Dimitri. Dimitri, I got a car meme.
Of them arresting a protester and then a horse ran over it. But it was like literally a firework went off. In the same video, a firework went off, which startled the horse.
Okay, guys, if you have any videos you want to share of the silliness that is going on in LA, send it in, put it in the chat here.
Oh, Dimitri, Dimitri.
I want to know how to flip on it.
Dimitri, I got another funny meme for
All
you.
you gotta do is Google.
I have a meme myself. This
All
is
you
from
have to do on YouTube
Instagram.
is look up LA Riots 2025, and you'll find plenty of videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're finding. We're finding it everywhere, man. Everywhere. All right, let's see Instagram. Here we go.
I can easily compare LA with Brooklyn.
Oh no! No! Oh,
guys.
he gotta. Oh dear Jesus.
Alrighty.
He.
Star Force, thank you for the meme.
Yeah. No, I can't believe it's happening.
I mean, hey, look, this is the state of this country. I mean, we've been having riots just almost nonstop every other summer for the past 15 years now.
He. He
Okay,
got
I
a
got the gift, but it's not the riots, but it's definitely a fire.
good.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, let's see what's going on next. Let's go ahead and look on X and let's just put LA riots and see what we scroll through just to let's see what is the latest.
Hey,
Well, or even a live view. We'll look at a live view.
Yeah, let's look at a live view. Yeah, let's see.
Whew.
There we are. I'm just gonna put LA riots.
And Discord crash. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why?
Oh, that's been the main thing again, is talking about that these are peaceful protests. They're literally repeating the same
David,
literal line from 2020.
Hey, David.
Here we go. The Reginald Denny.
Oh my!
Nobody talked about that of what happened during '92. But speaking of, the only Democrat that seems to have any sort of sense. By the way, I want to retract a previous comment that I said a couple months ago. I said the only two representatives be in the Hill to restart with should be Thomas Massey and Bernie Sanders. I completely and utterly retract the Bernie Sanders comment. It should be Thomas Massey and John Fetterman. Those should be the only two representatives we restart with. That's it.
David's trying to get back in.
Okay, let me bring David back in.
Yeah, you know things are serious when you have a
Sorry about that. My Discord crashed.
Get a stroke and still win.
My
And he's seeing the same.
My Discord crashed over that meme.
Most sane Democrat politician.
Dimitri,
All
my
of them are insane, from Nancy Pelosi to Bernie Sanders. They're just, what is going on right now?
Well, Bernie Sanders is an independent who's trying to push on communism, which there's no communist party, which is
Well,
why
he's ran for the Democrat Party twice and lost both the same way.
oh yeah.
But you see, it's because the millionaires and billionaires, and I have multiple houses now, so it's just billionaires. Do I have good Bernie Sanders, or do I need to go more northeast?
Hey.
That's actually a pretty spot on Bernie Sanders.
Remember when he ran in 2016? The ads are like, Bernie Sanders is totally president.
Yeah.
Oh, Dimitri.
I'm just scrolling to Twitter for everybody on YouTube right now. I'm just scrolling randomly to Twitter, so what appears on the screen is just what's on X, Twitter, whatever. Here we go, more rooftop Koreans.
Hey, Dimitri, read the meme I just
so far
sent.
they haven't burned any trains, so do we want to give them a
here we go.
thumbs up?
Do not jinx it. Do not give them ideas.
Okay.
Okay.
One thing I'm you right now is every train in the Los Angeles area to be on fire.
Yeah, don't. Oh, don't worry, Dimitri. Read the meme I just sent you. Read the
At least I
meme.
got to see LA before it burned twice.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
In the same calendar year, which makes it worse.
Oh man.
To add insult to injury,
You know what's the thing? It's like I keep saying to my wife, it's like, hey, maybe we should just for a week and just go ahead and see LA. It would be nice if we could go ahead and drive to the hills.
Newsom's
No,
wife
that's
is just stopping in Beverly Hills while LA burns.
Why is it very important? But why cars? Let me see. Adam Bussier, what are the riots targeting? Same thing that they always do. Then they start targeting businesses. They start, tearing down whatever's in front of them.
Don't ever think about going to California. I took it off my bucket list for years ago.
Oh.
And every time you think about going to California, something happens that makes everyone mad.
Oh,
It's just sad. I mean, it is a beautiful state. It honestly is.
I went to California years ago, and it was really worth it.
hey, Dimitri.
Years ago.
Dimitri, read the meme I just sent. Read the meme I just sent in the live chat.
Yeah, he looked at it, but he didn't read it.
I got
Hold on. Yeah, we saw that. Okay, yeah, we were trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, that's what we need to put on. And look at this tweet over here. The Star Wars Explained. If you watch Andor, you know what's going on in Los Angeles right now. This is ridiculous. I mean, have you seen the cops? Like, most of them they can't even hold a person or anything like that. It's a very weak response. Okay, yeah. when they start coming in like this, then maybe you have a point, and even then it will still be funny if it happens. So they can be able to go ahead and ask you about your car's extended warranty. Just have that written down on the belt casings.
Oh,
there you go.
Speak that.
Good news about Texas right now.
Oh, we have good news from Texas.
Just legalized some Japanese trucks.
Oh!
The K trucks that they've been trying to ban for the longest of time.
Yep, they just legalized them.
Yes.
What did that take?
I don't know.
Better part of 25 years.
What did they just allow?
K trucks, really small trucks.
Yeah. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, let me just put some Texas K trucks.
Those little baby trucks, dude. You do realize that how many of them you're gonna see?
There we go.
Gen Z sees that and says, "Oh, perfect! I can get rid of my full-size pickup now."
The funny thing is that the beds on a lot of these trucks have either the same size or a larger bed than your modern F-150 bed.
Oh, no. Oh, speaking that, caution, trains everywhere.
Allowing Texas to register Japanese K trucks and operate on state roads. Yeah. Hey, look, that's the thing. People want smaller trucks. I mean, so that's another thing. That slate truck. I guarantee you it's not going to be that price because Ford said the same thing about the Maverick. Oh yeah, it's going to be $17,000. And now they're saying the slate truck. Well, now this article says $20,000.
Yeah, but the problem is if it's from Japan itself, it might be right-hand drive, which might be a little hard to get used to.
It's small potatoes.
Okay, what? Most car manufacturers or fellow car in America, you have to legally have a right-side left-handed steering wheel. It's required U.S. law everywhere.
Oh my God, Brightline! Oh my God, Brightline! In the meme section.
That doesn't stop people from buying vehicles from other parts of the world where they might have a difference.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the main point is indicative of a larger trend that the younger generations now, our generations, would want smaller, more utilitarian vehicles, not, a loaded 80K lifted F-150 that the bed never gets used and it's just a pavement princess.
Oh, true, pavement princess.
$20,000 for hold on. Let me see if I can find that video. You guys keep on talking, but I gotta find you guys this thing because it's just absolutely silly where this country is right now.
Pavement princess.
Yeah, but right now, I'm just going to be the reasonable person, and I'm going to be taking all bets to see how long it's going to be until a K truck is lifted up and put on monster tires.
You know what? I'm going to post a picture because that reminds me of something I saw today.
I think it might be better for me to look at a Jimny than a Jeep.
Filipino! Jitmeys! They are Filipino.
Check out what I just posted in the chat.
Oh no, not the smart car.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, didn't curse.
I remember that, and they actually work great in cities.
That is curse.
Cars, great cities, and someone put jacked wheels on it.
That's actually hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not the full 36-inch wheels. We need to go bigger.
Oh. Hey.
Oh no.
I am monster truck.
Well, we need to put 55-inch wheels on that bad boy.
Hey, guy, guess what?
Suspension is actually an essential if you're going off-road along with plated bottoms.
Hey, guy, guess what? Caution, trains everywhere.
Off-roading is a daily chore for many people in underdeveloped nations like Haiti.
Oh, jitmeys are from the Philippines.
Or Philippines or Africa.
I know about jitmeys because my wife talked about them from her home country. Val, you want to say hi?
My little pony.
Oh, come on, Val!
The rest of chat says hi to Val.
Guys. Hey, it's waiting. Sorry for waiting in the building, okay? Hey, Demo, welcome back.
Oh, that Val, Oh, Dimitri, me and Val are going to Savannah in November for our wedding anniversary.
Savannah, Georgia?
Yep.
Congratulations. Oh, nice. Yeah, Savannah's really. I've been there once. It's a really nice place.
It will be even though I'm a native, it would be my first time going to Savannah. I have never been to Savannah before. Oh, speaking of that,
you're gonna enjoy it. If you get a chance, go see. Go on one of the ghost tours. Those are pretty cool.
I know. Oh, speaking of that, caution, trains everywhere. You seen the meme I did posted?
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, I'm trying to find this car payment thing where somebody's paying some like little female is paying like she's like maybe 5'2", paying $1,200 a month for a Dodge Ram dually. It's like, what are you doing with that? Why would you pay $1,200 a month for a dually Dodge Ram?
It doesn't make sense.
It's like unless you're a worker and you're actually towing stuff. There's no logical need for it. None. Let me see if I can find that one. But
are you confusing an average person with being intelligent?
That's another point.
I just found the jacked up smart car.
Did me Drew. No. Dimitri.
I don't think that counts.
That's terrible.
Hang on.
Dimitri, look at the meme I just sent.
Oh, hold on. Here's another one, though. Okay, guys. Here's car payments. This is the problem. This is the problem. Why this generation wants just smaller vehicles, actually, usable something. Okay, here's what modern car payments are now. Right now, here we go.
Lie.
Oof.
May I speak? Oh, great.
Oh, Dimitri, I put a building meme in here.
I think I better go somewhere.
$1,159 a month for Ram. Wait, first of all, 3 cars. Okay, let's just assume she has family members that are using the car. Maybe her husband is driving the. A Ram Rebel is basically that. It's not even an actual usable truck. She's paying $1,000. It doesn't matter who, whether you're male or female. You're paying $1,159 a month for a Dodge Ram.
That's just the car note. That does not include insurance.
Not including insurance. Not including gas. Yeah.
Not even maintenance.
Now, look, 20 years ago, $1,159 a month is what a lease for a Lamborghini Gallardo.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is
I know that because my best friend, during the time, he used to work at Prestige Lamborghini in Miami, and we used to hang out every day. And that's okay, $1,200 a month. Lease, a Murcielago for $1,700, or a Ferrari 360 or whatever. Yeah. Okay, it's a Ferrari, it's a Lamborghini, I get it. You have money to burn and you're getting... But a Dodge Ram, in 2025, $1,159 a month. What?
This is what happens when you devalue the currency and then get the subsequent inflation months later.
Exactly.
And then and then back to what we were talking about before. Probably made in Mexico, by people getting ridiculously underpaid. The quality of the truck is even worse than whatever a similar Dodge Ram would have been 20 years ago. So you're paying more for a lesser vehicle.
True. Oh,
that's the sad part.
For $1,159 a month, you can build your own vehicle with parts you can buy online right now.
Oh yeah.
And it gets better performance.
Oh, speaking of that,
I don't know how $60,000 a month turns into $1,150. The interest rate on that, or whatever she's paying, is probably $84 a month. She probably put $0 down, and it's a ridiculous cost. I mean, I don't know what the hell the terms of that lease were. By the way, guys, don't lease a new car. Do as much as you can, if possible, to just buy outright a used car, if possible.
Oh yeah.
As much as possible.
If you cannot afford to lose 10% of the vehicle's value the moment you leave the lot with it, buy it used, and ideally buy it from somebody else instead of a dealership. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
Once you leave the
The
dealership.
new car.
With the dealership, whatever the price of the car was, they're gonna throw probably another $1,500 to $3,000.
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
You
And
go
that-
to a
that
good
line
dealer.
Rail fan, what a rip off indeed it is.
oh,
Hey, listen.
oh,
Speaking from experience.
oh, speaking of that,
Speaking from experience, if you go to a good dealer, they'll tell you the truth. When I went and got my Toyota pickup, they told me new cars were doing better than used. And that's also because if you get a used car, problems. New car, not really, and it's all covered.
Yeah, it depends.
It
If you have the
depends.
warranty. Dump truck, if you don't mind me asking, what Toyota did you get?
I think it was Toyota.
A Tundra, a Tacoma?
Yeah, Tacoma.
What year?
Shoot, that must have been like a.
Oh my god.
I can't remember. I think it was a 24. Yeah, 24.
that explains.
If you properly maintain it, that should last you the rest of your life.
I got it last year, so it was new.
Oh, speaking of
but
that,
you have
I
to
got
properly
two
maintain
memes.
Yes, but
Which
I
is not
properly
very
maintain it. If
Hey.
you properly maintain the car, you will not have a problem with it.
Look, if you can afford it, man, and whatever happens, because it's one of those with the twin turbo V6s, right? Or is it naturally aspirated?
Just yeah. Well, just what? Naturally, what?
Naturally,
Naturally
there's no
aspirated.
turbo. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think there's a turbo in it. No.
Okay, well, I mean, it may be better. Yeah, as long as you keep getting the maintenance on it and whatever in the warranty. Look, if something happens, that they better freaking cover it. Yeah, by all means, sure. But like, don't just try to live as like underneath your means as possible, because yeah, it's just getting worse out there. And just make sure, be careful where you drive, so it doesn't end up like the Waymos over here.
oh, speaking of that,
Remember, don't get a car from CarMax.
oh yeah.
Or you better listen to that Indian voice about your car instead of warranty.
Hello, sir. Would you like to talk about your car's extended warranty?
You better take it because it's the only thing you're going to get.
Well, if you refuse it and I caution you on the road, I'm just going to leave you to yourself.
Oh, speaking of that Dimitri, I got two more meme in the live chat. One is an infrastructure meme, and the other one is something that Genesis made.
All right, two more memes, and then we're gonna end it here. Okay. So let me see. Okay, wait. Let me start from where we were at, and we'll stop it at 9:20. Okay. Oh, look at the Mini over here. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably better off-road than a Jeep. Let's put it that way. Probably much better off-road than a modern-day Jeep. I think this can work.
The WJs and the TJs are the best Jeeps.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Let's see. Is there a deal?
From the late 90s and early 2000s.
Alright.
Are these for Hyundais? Oh man, yeah. I'd avoid Hyundai. There's always an issue or problem with Hyundai or Kia. So,
Yeah, there's always deals with Hondas. I don't know why.
Alright,
I don't
Dimitri, do you see?
Hyundais, because they're always having a massive, especially like the Genesis. Not Genesis in the chat here, but Genesis as in the Hyundai luxury brand. Always coming back, always having issues, always having engine check lights on for the silliest of things, and then going into limp mode. Yeah, you kind of just want to avoid those.
Alright,
But
Dimitri.
$0 due at signing, $480. Yeah, okay, the catch here, Adam, everywhere, is that you have to have absolutely perfect credit score.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. They never tell you that unless you view details. They say financing up to 60 months plus no payment for 90 days, 0% APR. Yeah, and then
what they do is they alter the best thing on the paperwork, and then they just hide everything else in the fine print.
Yeah, and they did the whole Foursquare thing with you, and they take you, we could do this to lower your monthly payment if we go ahead and put 84 months instead of 60 months or whatever. Yeah, it's just do whatever you can to try to avoid it. Just do as much as you can.
Alright, Dimitri, are you gonna?
What's really weird is if you take what you would be paying in like a card note or something, and then put that away into your retirement or investments, then you realize, that car note cost me like $300,000 in my retirement fund, and that was per vehicle.
Dimitri, are you going to read the memes that I sent you?
Yeah, let me see. Where the memes over here? Darius sent. If you want a good American made car, get a Jeep WJ. There you go.
And the TJ's also good too.
Okay, Suzuki?
Yeah.
Or the Suzuki Jimny. Okay, there we go.
Right.
There you go, guys. Buy used. Buy something that's 20 years old.
All right.
Okay. Here's the meme, David. All right. There you are. We're so advanced.
We need to call it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. 9:20, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, that's true.
do you see the other meme?
We're not really advancing it. This is where we're going, guys. So anyway.
Even with the shipping taken into account, probably at the end of the day, I won't be surprised if the Jimny costs less overall than even a WJ or a TJ.
No, it's true. That's why people are importing over K trucks and stuff like that. So that's why.
Oh yeah.
You want to get a 2-door or you want to get a 4-door?
All right, guys. 9:20. Let's go ahead and put this away. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you all for joining on board. Stay safe out there.
Please like and subscribe.
I mean, we're all going to keep watching what's going on in LA, but yeah, the state of our country.
Don't join the protests on June 14th.
I don't think we have to even tell that. And nobody here in this channel is going to join the protest in June 14th. And if you do, you're not a part of the channel. You're just here hating
can I tell you who would?
We'll take your little
Alan Fisher.
Anyway.
Alan Fisher would.
Nobody intelligent does. Let's just be honest, okay? But regardless, thank you all for joining on board. Everybody over here on the chat, everybody on Discord,
YouTube,
Darius, David, Mighty Tree, Dump Trucker, Star Force, Adam Everywhere, Grand Trunk Line, Brightline Rail Fan, a whole lot of guys here, guys. This was fun. But I hope we do start thinking about this more often. I know we have, but yeah, look, I don't think anybody else is talking about this infrastructure-wise, but we really seriously need to start really fixing our country up from the ground up.
All right.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you all for joining on board on this crazy episode of the American Rail Club. We will see you all next time. Take care. Stay safe out there, especially those in California, and Godspeed.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, bitches.
All right, we're off.